All right, now we are going to start the measuring process here, measuring and marking for our trebuchet. And we need to begin with the base pieces. So as I showed you in the previous video, we label everything, and right there, it's a little bright, and let's see if I can help you out there. But if you can see, it says base, side 2 and 12 by 3/4 by 3/4. And yes, still have the labels on there. Okay, now when I go and I measure and mark, I look at the trebuchet, and the model showed that the end piece, which is right here, was on the bottom. So that means my base side piece must be on the top. So right there is how I'm going to set this up. Now it's easiest, I should say, to use other pieces that you have to help you with the measuring. So I just took one of my struts, as you can see right there, and I put it underneath. I'm actually going to flip this around, and I'm going to show you that right here, it is really, really easy to do, where I need to create a matching section, because this is where one of the screw holes is going to be. Okay, it goes in the four corners, as you can see here in the sample trebuchet. Okay, so for me to be able to create this accurately and not make this mistake of the misalignment, I need to draw correctly. So I can do one of two things. I can use my right angle triangle to keep it from moving. I can also use other pieces of wood, and now it's pinched in. So, simple, easy. I'm going to draw this angle, or this line right here. And now you can see I have that location. Okay? Now there are two ways to make the drilling hole, the screw hole, is I could go from corner to corner. Okay? I can mark from here to here and measure that up. It's a little tricky to be accurate. Or I could go the traditional way of measuring. So if I measure this, and that's 7, that's just almost an inch. Should be an inch. Now remember, I told you some of these wood pieces are not cut perfect. So if I go right here and it's just over an inch, just under an inch, that means it's going to be just under half an inch for the center. Okay. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to draw a line. Then I'm going to measure here. And it looks like if I measure right here, that's half an inch, 3/4 of an inch. There's my line. So I'm going to go just about here at 3/8. And then I'm going to draw a line. Now, you want to be as accurate as possible. That does not look accurate. So now I have to go back and check my measurements. I already know it's wrong. So if you are going with the measuring style, check your measurements. Double check. But that's why sometimes with these woodcut pieces that are not 100% accurate, I like going corner to corner. So here we are, corner to corner. X marks the spot, and there it is. And that's my drilling hole. Now the good news about this is, well, if I just did this, I can do the same thing here. See how that goes? And if I line it up, nice and flush, which means the wood is flat, there I go. double check because I think it's off a bit, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to pinch it in. I can use my 2 strut pieces or my triangle. This is why it's good to have 2 people to help you with your work. And remember, I said you can always use more pieces to help you with your measuring and marking. So I just keep adding wood because that's going to help for making accurate markings. Makes sense? If it doesn't, we'll talk about it, but it should. All right. So I got my 2 locations, and that's wrong. Apologies. That is accurate. There we go. And I'm going to now go my diagonal again because, like I said, I do like the measuring, but this is just as good. I'm going to double check that. That looks right. I'm going to double check this. Corner to corner. And see how difficult it can be. Got to keep the pencil pinned, and now we got it. And there's X marks spot. So when you make these 2, these 2 holes should line up perfectly. And you're going to repeat that process for over here, all 3 of your base piece, all 4, I apologize, of your base pieces. And you can see I already have started one over here, and so on. The next part where you need to measure is for the struts, and you need to make sure that you are marking the dowel rod holes, and that's going to be at 9.5 inches and 9 inches because it is a 1/2 inch dowel rod hole. So these are our 2 locations. The first thing you actually want to do is find the halfway mark on here. So if these are 1 inch long, okay, if they're supposed to be 1 inch long, it seems like some of these are a little wider than that. This is a little more. So it's just over 1 inch. So we're going to find that halfway and just over 1 inch. Sometimes you do have to make small adjustments. So that's our halfway mark, okay? Then I'm going to go, this is 10 inches. Here's that bell. 10 inches, and I needed to be down at 9.5 and 9 inches. This is going to be where the 2 spots of my dowel rod hole are going to go. So 1/4 of an inch, 9 1/4. That is my dowel rod hole. Now I can double check the halfway point, make sure it's aligned. And again, you can always use other pieces of wood to help support for your measuring. I want that flat, using the right angle. So it looks like it's going to be right over here, and I moved it over just a little bit. There's my dowel rod hole. What's great about this is I can literally just mark it, same spot, and I just got to find that halfway point again, which is easy work. And if you see, that's the number 1 right there. That's our half point. It's just over the number 1. And there it is. And that's where we keep it. All right, now moving on to the long arm here. We have one more dowel rod hole we need to drill. And that is going to be, if this is 12 inches, okay, which you can see right here. I'm sorry, 14 and a half inches. I said 12. You need to go about, I believe it said 1/3 or 1.75 of the distance, or 3.75 the distance of the arm is what we saw in the video, but it turns out to be about 4 inches. Okay, sorry, 3.75 of the total amount. So we're talking at 4 inches right here. Okay, that's where our dowel rod holes are going to go for the long arm. And when we look at the model, we see that, it is from here to here. And when I measure it, just giving you a look, that it is at 4 inches. Okay, you can see it right there. So, doesn't matter which side you decide to do it from. I'm going to go here. I'm going to mark 4 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to come across here, draw the line. Now, if I measure this, you'll see it's just short of an inch, which would put me in between 3/8 and 1/2. And that is my center. And there's my dowel rod hole. Okay. Now, I will show you that I already did it on this side, and I marked it. 4 inches, and I said between 3/8 and 1/2, but always want to mark it 4 inches. And then we'll say about 3/8. And that's how I can double check it if someone wants to check my work. All right, so we've gotten our dowel rod holes for our struts. Well, I didn't do the other one yet. Apologies, but you're going to have 2 dowel rod holes. And like I said, you can just copy right here. Go about halfway, which is just over an inch. And now we're going the other side of that half mark. And I'm going to measure, just in case, from both sides. I'm going to take a different ruler just to double check. And it's accurate. Hey, that's how it works. Okay, if you have accuracy, you're good. How far is the distance? Well, we know it's 7/8. And how wide? I know it is 1/2. So I will go 1/2 inch. That way anybody wants to check. And I'm going to write that again. I'm going to double check my 7/8 and 1/2. And that's how I just actually check my own work. I just didn't leave it there. Dowel rod holes marked. Done. My base should be done, but there's still one piece of the base that I am not finished with, even if I got this part done on both sides. Okay. Apologies if this light is messing you up. There we go. But even if I got this done, well, it's not done yet because this is going to be my base, right? I still have screws that are going to be on the side here for the struts. So if I have my strut pieces here and they're going to be right here, I need it about halfway because I got to drill the holes. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure right here, and I know that's upside down. Let me go ahead and slide this. I'm going to measure halfway That's 12, so 6. And there's my halfway mark. When I said 12 before, I was referring to the base pieces. So if I go halfway here, that's 1 inch, there's 1/2. I know that this point here and this point here are going to meet up. So let's go ahead, align that up. And my halfway, as I said, I'm going to actually do myself a favor here and measure and mark right here. And there, oh, still not far enough. So I'm not doing myself enough favors. I'm going to go back and correct. And there we have it. Now I can just go like that, like there, and then I'm actually going to go mark this underneath as I set that up. And that will make my life a lot easier for when I am, well, it didn't make my life easier. I'm going to have to do it this way, guys. Line it up, as I said, and mark the other side. And the center of where I'm going to be drilling will be right there, because the screw is going to have to go through the side. So once I do that, I can find my halfway spot, which is right there. I measure halfway. It's 3/8. So there is 3/8, and I am marking it. Remember, we're drilling screw holes, so right there, and I measure again right here, 3/8. It's hard to do. You probably want the regular ruler, not the blue for the edge. And boom, right there. And that's how we do our screw holes for the side and strut.